In this video, we're going to talk about two different types of software architecture, microservices and monolithic services, and what makes them different. Monolithic architecture is a traditional approach where all of the different components of an application are built in a single, unified unit. Think of it as like a big, heavy piece of software that does everything: the user interface, the database, the back-end logic, and so on. All the code is tightly coupled and runs on a single platform. Microservices, on the other hand, are an approach where an application is broken down into smaller, independent services that communicate with each other through APIs. Each service is focused on a specific task or function and can be developed, deployed, and scaled independently of the other services. Think of it like a bunch of smaller, lighter weight mini applications that work together to form a larger whole. Monolithic architecture is still used in many legacy applications, but it's becoming less common as new projects are developed using microservices. Examples of monolithic architecture include Microsoft Office, which is a large, complex application with many different features built into a single package. Microservices are used in many modern applications, including Netflix, which is built into hundreds of microservices that work together to deliver a seamless streaming experience to millions of users. Each microservice is responsible for a very specific task, such as recommendations or search or playback, and can be scaled independently of the others. Microservices offer a number of advantages over monolithic architecture. They're much more flexible, scalable, and resilient, which means that they can adapt to changing demands and handle failures more gracefully. They also make it easier to add new features and functionalities without disrupting the entire application. However, they do require more overhead in terms of development, deployment, and management. Monolithic architecture is still very much a valid approach in certain situations. For example, if you're building a small, simple application with limited functionality, it may be more efficient to build it as a single unit. Monolithic architecture can also be easier to develop, deploy, and manage since there's only one code base to deal with. So there you have it, a quick overview of the differences between microservices and monolithic architecture. Both approaches have their advantages and disadvantages, and the choice depends on the specific needs of your project.